King Kong in the trunk.
I'm back. Rhodes Rants on Star Wars. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Join the Rhodes Squadron. Story just came out from Screen Rant about Emperor Palpatine. Interesting. Star Wars 9, Palpatine having a love life was George Lucas's idea. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker revealed that Palpatine had a child, but it was George Lucas himself who came up with him having a lover. Incredibly, George Lucas was the first one who considered giving Star Wars Emperor Palpatine a love life. The Rise of Skywalker turned Rey's world upside down when she learned the truth of her heritage. Kylo Ren had been lying when he claimed Rey's parents were nobody, but her grandfather was actually Emperor Palpatine. It was a shocking twist, not least because of one profound implication that suggests Palpatine had lovers. Had he ever known love and romance? If so, that might explain why he was able to figure out how to manipulate Anakin Skywalker so easily, because he understood the kind of selfish, obsessive love he sensed beating within Anakin's heart. Or had Palpatine had a harem, just as in the old expanded universe, with one of his women giving birth to a son. Whatever the case, there's surprising evidence that George Lucas himself was the first that considered giving Palpatine a relationship. Back in 2005, Lucas announced that he was working on what he intended to be the first ever live-action Star Wars TV series, Underworld, which I have a reaction to footage from on my channel. Go find it. This was set during the dark times of the Emperor's reign and would be based mainly on the lower levels of the city planet of Coruscant. It never happened, of course, but a number of scripts were commissioned, and one was seen by God of War creator Cory Barlog on a visit to Skywalker Ranch. As he told Polygon, he was impressed that it even made him sympathetic with the Emperor. Quote, I cared about the Emperor. They made the Emperor a sympathetic figure who was wronged by this fucking heartless woman. She's this hardcore gangster, and she totally destroyed him as a person. He said, I almost cried while reading it. This is the Emperor. The lightning out of the fingers, Emperor. There's a crucial difference between Lucas's intention for the Emperor and JJ's plot. I'm sure. Lucas clearly intended Palpatine's romance to deepen his character, to allow audiences to emphasize with him rather than continue seeing him as evil personified. In contrast, Abrams didn't care about the romance so much as the eventual byproduct, Rey, the Jakku orphan. Palpatine wasn't a focus as a character, stressing he was the embodiment of all Sith, granting him powers that made him more demonic than ever. The concept is similar, the idea of Palpatine having had relationships of some kind, but the goal was the polar opposite. Okay, so, and of course, as we know, one of the fatal flaws of The Rise of Skywalker is just a bunch of shit thrown in. Okay, now, in a vacuum, I didn't have a problem with Rey being a Palpatine. I had a huge problem with a Palpatine becoming a Skywalker at the end of the movie. I find this wildly interesting that George had Palpatine having not only had a love life, but a gangster. He was dating a female Han Solo that stomped a mud hole in his heart. That bitch. That shit's funny. It is interesting that Cory Barlog mentioned that it made the Emperor a more empathetic, sympathetic figure, okay? Which is one of the things I actually like a lot about Thanos, right, is that there's something somewhat, you feel some empathy and sympathy for Thanos because he truly believes what he is doing is the correct thing to be doing. Well, Palpatine does too. You know, he thinks, hey, I'm bringing order to the galaxy, right? So, would that deepen Palpatine's character? Look, we know George would have set this up in such a way that it would have done nothing but make Palpatine's character deeper and even more sinisterly awesome. Lucasfilm said, he had a granddaughter. Here you go. And that's what we got. Ta-da! Here's the granddaughter. That's all you need to know, because reasons. What do we think about this, Rhodes Squadron? Palpatine having had a hardcore gangster woman. Think she wore the slave Leia outfit? And she was like dancing around. He was like, do it. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
King Kong in the trunk.